Oh, we got people here early. We got Andrea and Dara and Deborah Bullock is here. That's wonderful. How you guys doing? It's nice to see you today.
Hi, guys.
We're going to wait a couple minutes and see, who else comes along so we don't get started without them. Then we're going to jump right into the project. And like we did last week, we're going to focus on doing the project, just like we used to do with our produced videos. So if you ask questions in the feed, you're allowed to, that's fine, but I may not get them answered in the feed because I want to go ahead and get this done without interruptions too much, because then I forget where I'm at. You guys know I do that. So we're going to do that, and then at the end we'll roll back up to the beginning through the feed, see who's asking questions and all that stuff, and we'll answer them. We'll comment on them, okay?
Yeah, so don't think you're being forgotten or ignored.
It's like we're trying to keep me on topic.
Yeah.
Because this ADHD stuff is no joke.
So we'll answer questions and we'll visit a little bit at the very end of the project.
Yeah.
So stay on with us.
Yeah. And don't just hop off and go. We're not done yet. Unless you want to be done, then that's fine. But we like to talk to you too, just like we always have. We love to visit, and we'll still get that in. But we're going to do the project first. So we're going to wait for just another minute or so to see
Hi,
who
Debbie.
shows up.
Hi, Sherry.
Debbie's here. Sherry. Oh, Sherry, it's good to see you. Yeah, get some in here. I tried hard to let everybody know ahead of time. We had a newsletter that came out this morning, so hopefully that bunch sees it. It's amazing how many people read that newsletter. Always is amazing to me. It's usually around 1,200 people read it. And it's the same people over and over again, so, because I can tell in the back in the stats, I can see. And that pleases me no end. It's nice to know somebody is, paying attention to what you have to say once in a while. Not that you guys don't hear either, but somebody actually reads that thing. So we wrote the newsletter. We told everybody, hey, come on and be over here today because we're going to make some fun. And so that's what we be going to do. So I should have brought a place for my garbage. Bead garbage.
Hi, Patricia.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. Always like to see new ones. I think I have one of these little bowls here. Two. I used all these little bowls.
All her beads.
For my beads.
Here, I'll give you a quick glance, guys.
This is going to be my garbage piece.
See all her...
Yeah.
Her workstation here.
Pioneer Woman dessert bead. Dessert holders. We're good for bead
And there's
containers.
a sneak peek at what we'll be making today.
Right here, let me turn around this way. This is a perfume bead pendant. And this is a drop. It could be a pendant or a charm. You can make them shorter to be a charm. And then here is a really sweet little bell flower drop. We have so many of them. Of course, they're acrylic, but that keeps the price down and also keeps the weight down in your project, so you can use a lot. And this one has...
The AB ones are so pretty, though.
They're beautiful.
I have the AB ones. I had to get some.
Bag. Yeah, here's a whole bag full of them.
But we have clear ones, the clear transparent ones with the AB, and they're acrylic, and I had to get them. They're gorgeous. It's like, who even cares?
They're really not expensive at all. So anyway, so they work out good. So what you can do is you can put a rose Monty in the middle.
Because it's big enough.
Yeah, and you see this in vintage jewelry a lot where they would do stuff like that. And I used to wonder, how do they do that? So I got to playing around with it. It was simple. So I'm going to show you how today. So we're going to do that.
Because they're about...
New thing.
Because these are the larger ones. They're about 12, 14 millimeters.
I would say.
Those bellflowers.
About 12, yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Because we do have the teeny ones that are like...
Hey, Claire.
5 by 7, I think.
Lindsay. Minnie.
No, that's Lindsay. That is her.
Is it?
Yeah, hey, Lindsay.
She comes under her husband's name. I'm so glad you like. I haven't done them for a while. I did do a whole video on them, and I was watching it a couple times this morning to see what could I, tell you it's different. And I did a pretty good job with that one. So I'm going to put it down in the comments of the description of the video, that link to that one too, so you can go see it because it's a good video. So you'll have that, and you can fall back on what we are doing today. But I'm realizing that going back and doing some of the videos over again is a good idea, because you do it and you come away from it, you go on down the line doing all kinds of other things, and people, unless they've gone ahead and tried the technique, they forget about it.
Well, when we have a video every week too, it
it
moves down the list.
Just start, and it's like, well, you forget about it. So I thought, well, we'll bring it back and show you why you're gonna love it. When I brought that video out, a lot of people try to make perfume bottle bracelets, so I hope you will, because it's so simple and it's very inexpensive. Okay, I didn't get a bracelet made, but I did bring my beads out, and I found that when you make the charm, perfume bottle charms or pendants or whatever, bead candy is the best. And if you don't know what bead candy is, this is 2 bags of bead candy.
Yeah, you usually get about 2 ounces.
Yeah, if you're going to do something like this, I would recommend you buy 2 or 3 bags, and then you have them, because sometimes there aren't repeats in a bag, but they're very colorful, and they're all sizes, and they're
super lightweight.
Yeah, and they're the perfect thing.
And they're affordable.
Yes, they're like so super cheap. So they're the perfect thing to make this. And besides this, all you need is a little bit of 20 gauge wire. If you're going to do this one with the wired in Monty, you need some 28 gauge wire also. But to make these pendants, you need a 20 gauge wire. So you can either do 20 gauge wire, a 4-inch length, cut them a 4-inch length, or you can use a 4-inch length gold head pin. We are out. So I'm going to check with the plier and see how fast we can get some more. But it's not a big worry thing, because, just make them out of
the wire.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. See, this one I made out of the wire. But you'll have to put a finish on it. So.
This one here.
We had some longer ball-end head pins too, and I'm not sure if they're still out there. I know we have ball-end head pins, 2-inch ones, but we had some longer, like 3.5 inch ones too in gold, so you could search for those as well. So anyway, I know Diane just put a whole bunch on, and
yeah, I thought
just got plowed.
Oh, they already got sold.
Yeah, they're just got plowed. They're gone. Oh, thank you, Carol. This top is about 22 years old. And I have not been able to wear it for many years. But I lost a good bit of weight, so now I can watch it. I can wear it.
And Claire mentioned too, I know we're supposed to be focusing on the thing, but she said that she actually remembers getting a kit for these wire beads a while back.
Did I do them? Did I do a kit? I can't remember. But anyhow, yeah, you don't really need one. It's simple. Just get a few bags of bead candy. Or if you have your own beads in your stash, pull out colorways of beads and get them ready. And you can. That's what I've done here. I have mirror ball beads, which I've used them on here. I have blue, and I have this one has some purple in here. Not mirror ball, but they're
the electroplated
beads. Yeah, and I have some peridot colored beads here. They're just regular fire polish.
Our crackle beads would be really pretty. Yeah, I love our.
We have glass crackle. We have acrylic crackle.
I love them both.
These are pretty glass pearls, not the cheap plastic ones. These are check glass preciosa.
We have a lot of pretty colored pearl beads too.
We do. We have a whole section of colored beads, and they're all preciosa.
Yeah, they're all glass.
They're all preciosa checks, so they're very high quality and very low money.
I think some are 6mm and some are 8.
Yeah, I don't have.
But
I wanted to get 10 because we're doing more with bigger beads now, but they didn't have them. So anyway, so these are 8mm peach colored. What? No.
No.
Not 8.
Not 8. Those got to be 10.
Well, let's see. I'm gonna hold it up. Yeah, you're right. They're 10. Well, I guess I did have some.
In her own stash.
You can go look.
I'm getting pretty good that I can just estimate by looking.
Yeah, I thought myself when I pulled them out, I said this a little bit big.
Yeah, no, that's
anyway.
10.
Yeah, these are 12. The mirror
these because these are 8.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Lauren, you're so smart. I don't know what to say. But anyway, these are.
Hey, I learned from the best.
Oh yeah. These are 10mm check preciosa glass pearls in peach, and I'm pretty sure I have them at the website. We have a lot at the website.
Yeah, those colors actually go with the color of the year. That the peach fuzz or whatever it's called.
I'm not a big fan of peach fuzz.
But look what you have, though.
They go with
See? It works.
It goes good.
Yeah.
So, just pull out color-wise. I pulled out, some, teal type color.
They work for using as a neutral.
Yeah.
That color.
That's true. I picked out some black and gold ones. Just, whatever I could find. Now, the one thing you need beyond wire and beads is you need some really cool bead caps. So check through your stash and see what you have. And if you're not finding enough, check us out, please. The bead cap section is part of the big Bead Love sale that we're having right now, which is if you use that code Bead Love at the checkout, all your beads out of the bead, all caps, all the beads shopped out of beads and rhinestones section, which is a whole long bunch of stuff.
I was going to say, that's a big section.
I mean, it's semi-precious, it's wood, it's plastic, it's glass, it's glass cameos are in it, and bead caps are in it too. Metal beads are in it. So, they're on sale too. Go look and see. You could get some nice ones on sale for 25% off. But if you have them, good. But just look for some, not ordinary, okay? Not necessarily big ones, but not ordinary. So
minimum order?
We have some on order always.
No, I mean, do they have, for the 25% off, do they have to have a minimum for the
No, there's no minimum this week. Awesome. So how's about that? Everybody can have fun shopping at our place this week because there is no minimum. So if you've got $10 to spend on beads, come over to our place and spend your $10 on beads. Awesome. And that's good. I'm fine. You do that. What some people do is I have another code. It's called 20 yours, YOURS, like all
20. 20
YOURS, all caps, no spaces. Okay, that we've actually had for a few weeks, and what that does, it gives you $20 off. Not $20. Take that back. Sorry, it gives you 20%, which is more, off of a cart of 100 up. So it's for a larger cart.
So you have to have 100 after coupon.
But that applies to everything on the site, not just beads. So what some people do when I have two codes like that, because you can't stack codes on an order. Our site won't take them. You can only do one at a time. So what you could do is, like, if you see a lot of beads or even a few beads that suit your fancy, go get them, put them in a cart, use the Bead Love coupon, get your discount off of that, and then go do $100 of whatever else you want,
all the other
get your 20% off that. We'll ship it together. Woohoo! And it'll be free U.S. shipping. So
yes,
we treat you right. But anyway, let's get back to the deal because we're kind of getting off. So here are some of the. Maybe I should just put some out. Here are some of the little
spacer beads
things I have. Yeah, spacer beads. I have little acrylics in here. I have metal beads. Just all kinds of different shapes. Now, where's that one I really like? This one. Oh, this one.
There's a flower in the
we have these
spacer bead mix.
Pretty sure that we have these.
These.
Yes, I can. Yes. I cannot. We have them silver and gold. I cannot live without these. Seriously, I can't.
You guys can see
these are so great in mosaic. They're good in assemblage. You can wire them into stuff. And they make a fantastic bead cap. So.
Yeah, they're little flowers.
Load up on them because they're good stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love using those things. I'm getting low on them. I need more.
Yeah, I have to look and see, what we have left on them, but it's not hard to get more.
But they do, these gold colored ones, they do come in the metal spacer bead mix that we have.
Yeah, they do. So you're good. Okay, so you got to get some spacer beads, bead caps, 20 gauge wire.
28 if you're doing
28 if you're going to do this one.
And do you know what size Monty that is that you
That's
use?
a big one. That's all I know.
Okay.
I don't have my calipers out here.
Okay.
But they're on the site and they're measured out. So just look for the biggest ones we have, and that's.
Gotcha.
All these beads we have on the site. These beads. Some people get confused about what these beads, these harlequin cut beads are called. These are called mirror balls. Mm-hmm. So if you put mirror ball beads in the search box, you're gonna have all of them come. So anyway, let me show you how it's done in case you forgot. Okay, first of all, I'm going to do this one because it's kind of unique. I want to be sure we get that one in. So here I have got, this is my 20 gauge. I need my, why is it, I know I'm looking at it. It's out here.
The other wire is over there.
Yeah, okay. Okay, 28 gauge. You need real light gauge.
Because we have them on T, right?
Because got both of them on T, yeah. So
Okay.
I take off, I don't know, let's see how much this is.
And see, I just thought you
eyeball
glued it.
No.
So it shows what I know.
Well, you know, why couldn't you accept you won't have anything to hang it from? This will also give you something to hang from.
Oh.
So this is, you'll see, this is about 7-8 inches worth of wire. Okay, so now what I do, let me find one, here we go. And you know, the Montees are so cool because they're like rhinestones that are Tiffany set into a mount, but the mount has holes in the bottom so you can wire them in. You know, they were very famously used in jewelry in the 50s and 60s. But anyway, I just wired it on. You can see, just put it through the wire. And then I go, you know, I kind of get it about in half. And then I fold it over. And when I do this, it's very critical that I get this, pinch this as
tight as can.
Close as I can and right in the middle as much as I can. It's hard to get it right in the middle.
And then you twist
But you can make it, and then you twist it. Now you don't want to twist this too hard.
Because then it'll break.
Snap, yeah. But you do need to twist it, and you'll see why in a minute.
So the whole way up or just right above the Monty?
No, you're going to twist maybe 1.5 inches up or so.
Okay.
So about that much. See how much is this? That's only an inch. I'm going to do a little bit more. You got to have a ruler on your work table. That's all there is to it. Besides needle nose pliers, flat nose pliers, and cutters, beaders need a ruler. They really do. And if they're not good at eyeballing size on beads, calipers would be good too.
Yeah.
Which I usually am good, but I messed up. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this. Okay, so now I've got like this. Now, if you took any of the Haskell classes I did, you know about this. Because that was in it. It's part of the old technique they used. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I need one of these flower beads. Oh, I have some on here, so I'll just take these. See, what color shall I use? Maybe this pink one.
This one.
You want that one? Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
You like it?
I like it.
Okay.
That's what me and Mom always say.
Okay,
We're
so,
funny.
So I'm going to put this one in through here. There's a hole in it, and I'm just going to poke that through the hole. See? Pull up
Okay,
tight.
We just missed that. Okay.
Okay, now I need to put like a bead cap of some kind. So I'm going to do this one. See? And I'm going to do this little round bead. It's just plain bead.
A gold
It's
bead.
gold bead. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, now this is all twisted. We can even twist it a little bit more. And I want to be sure we pulled this up so it's right straight in the middle there, okay? So now what we're going to do is what we usually do when we finish off a loop. We're going to bend this over, we're going to pull it over, and we're going to turn it around. You have to be gentle with this because it gets wonky if you're not. And then I'm going to twist this around once or twice to give it some strength, you know, because it's thin wire. And then I'm going to cut it off. And get in there and trim it a little bit. So you always need to trim them. It seems like you never get them off flush. So now, there you go. That's all it is. And now you can have a bell bead with a rhinestone in the middle. And like I say, we carry them. They're called
Rose Montees.
Rose Montees. The type of stone is called a chaton, but they're under Rose Montees, and you want to get the biggest ones we have. The little ones are okay too, though. It's okay. But anyway, isn't that sweet? Wouldn't it be sweet to have like just a charm bracelet of those all full of little glittering Rosemont teas? I think so. That's an idea. Okay, so now we're going to make a perfume bottle. Now, when I first started doing these, and this one is really a pendant because I need to hang a little something else from that. It doesn't stand up. But one of them, I think it's this one. My goal was when I first made them to get them so that they'd stand up on their own. Not that you want them to do that, but almost. There, look at that. It's like a little miniature perfume bottle.
So that's why it's called that.
Mm-hmm. And it'll stand up on its own. Can you zero in on
Yeah,
that?
I'm gonna change the angle here a little bit. Bear with me, guys, for just a second.
There we go. So you can see it stands up on its own. A little crookedy. They're hard to get real straight, but you can do pretty good.
And see, that shows what I know. I thought you were making these to like be little dangles to add to like a vintage perfume bottle. To like hang around the little rim at the top.
Why not? You could do that. You could totally do that. You know,
like one of those would be really cute.
Find the little bottles, you know, that have been disposed of. You take the little ones and put them. Why not? You could do what you want with them, you know. But where I initially saw them, and if you saw the first video, you know this. I was looking in, was it Victorian Trading magazine? I always loved that. That was out for like years. And it was actually a catalog, Victorian Trading Company. And they had the cutest little gifty items, and they had a bracelet with perfume charms on it. And I says, well, where in the hell would you ever be able to find those? And so I'm looking at them, like, you could make them. Duh! Those are just beads. So I says, okay, I'm going to see what I could do. So I go on, I start. It was no big deal. You could do it. And then I punched in to see, you know, if anybody else had done it, or was I a genius and thought it up. No, there are other videos, believe me, out there. But I think mine's the best. No. Mine's a good one, I'll say that. Mine are never the best. But anyway.
They're more unique.
Well, they're Bisou style. That's what I can say, and I am an original. I don't copy anybody. I didn't even know other people were doing it till I looked at it. Now I'm just going to take a piece of wire that's about 4 inches and do this so that you can see what it's like if you don't have 4-inch head pins. You know, what's it going to come out like, you know. So what I do is I want to make a loop at the bottom. It's not going to stand like this one does. It won't stand on its own. It'll be like this. But this would make a very nice pendant. And you could hang a little drop from there or something. It's pretty. You know, so, you know, as you like it to be, maybe a pretty little package ornament. Purse pull, maybe? For a dainty purse.
Zipper pull?
Yeah. You know, I mean, if they're small enough, they could be earrings.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah, those ones definitely could be earrings.
Yeah, so, I mean, you just go with your imagination there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to roll the bottom a little bit. And keep in mind, you have 4 inches here, so when I did these, I didn't roll the bottom, so that's going to take part of this up. And so you're going to have to watch you have
enough wire left.
Right. So I would say maybe just do it twice. So there I go. Now I'm going to have to flatten that because it's sticking up kind of weird. Okay, we're just going to go with that right now because I don't need to show you how to do that, you know. So we won't waste time on that. But you're going to need to flatten that probably. Unless you do a coil like that that's inside. And I didn't do that, so. So what you want to do is you want to get it bent back. So it's like, right, the wire is going right up straight from it. So I could bend this a little bit more, as I've got a little bit too much space there for a bead to go down on, and then it will be all wonky. It won't look good, or as good. We want it to look as good as it can. Okay, so I'm going to roll this down a little bit more, take care of that. Now you can use the side of your chain nose pliers. Flat nose, whatever you want to call them. Okay, and I just have to fix that later. So, okay, so now I've got a bottom. Now, what I did when I made these, I made the mistake of putting on too many beads. You don't need a whole, excuse me, a whole lot of beads. You really don't. So here's what I'm going to do.
Especially depending on the size of the beads you're using, too.
Yeah. I'm going to put one of these little matte acrylics on. So you can still see there's a little hanging hole there. So if you want to hang something from it, you could.
And that's the same one that you used for the standing one too, right?
Yeah, it is.
So if you
but
want
it
one
won't
that
stand
stands,
flat because it's
got the loop.
Mm-hmm.
But that's probably a good bead to use if you want a standing one.
If you want to just use it as the little charms around your bracelet, this hanging hole is not going to show very much. Sometimes people will make hanging holes on their pendants or their bead sections or whatever, and they just leave them, and there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people do that. That's the style now. You can do that. I personally don't care for it. It looks unfinished to me, so that's why I don't do it very much.
I've done it a few times for like earrings, like because it's been like a larger one, and it's coiled, and I feel like it gives it like a funky look.
Yeah.
And I had to do it because my bead had a larger hole.
Mm-hmm.
And so the head pin or the eye pin will go straight up through the bead, and so like I have to loop it in order for it to hang.
Okay, so let's go on and find the next bead. I think I'm going to take one of my mirror ball beads.
Do you have some in here that want one bead?
I think I had a few clear. That was
Clear?
I might have used them. I didn't have that many. We ran out of them at the website. So now what I'm going to do in between here, I'm going to use one of these little flower beads. And I'm going to put it facing up. You can see how nicely it fills that hole. So now I'm going to put my mirror ball bead. Just as I find a hole on it. There it is. Okay. So I got the beginning of a nice little perfume bottle. And then I will put another one going this way. Give it a little bit of dimension, And then, I don't know if I want to bead this big one. You know what? I think maybe I want this. A little heart be cute, wouldn't it? This little heart that was in the bead candy. I like that. So I'm going to use it.
Okay.
So now,
break up the orange a
the
little.
only thing about heart beads, when you go to do the twist off on, making a loop, sometimes it's a little wonky because you've got that dip in the heart. So what I do is I usually fill it with a small bead like this. You see?
So probably like 3-4 millimeter bead.
Yeah,
would work
it's
good.
about 3. Okay, so I do that. Okay, so now here's the critical part. Hold it nice and tight. Hopefully I don't mess up. And I'm going to bend it over, like we usually do. And then I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to loop it. Come on, you. Okay, I'll just get it twisted in place. All right, so now I got this big long piece here. What am I going to do with that? That's going to be like the handle on a perfume ball, or like an atomizer. Like, you see this? How I've put a little ball on here? It's like an atomizer. The old bottles. So it's going to be like an atomizer. Now, so what I do for this, because it's kind of small, I get another one of these little gold ball beads. And straighten this up first. Straighten up. Now, you straighten up. Now, what I do, because you want to get an arc in this piece of wire and you want it to be as smooth as you can, I try not to use pliers. If I had a longer piece of wire, I would use pliers because the wire will arc on its own. But this is so short that I'm just going to try and bend it with my hands. So I'm just, and it's hard to get it just right, but you can manage. You'll do it. Okay, so I got it bent about like this.
Just kind of with an arc.
And then I put another little ball bead. That's going to be my atomizer. And I push it up a little ways. And then at the very end of that, I'm going to bend it. And I'm going to bring it back around in a loop. And then make that tight. Don't leave any opening in that.
Or else the bead will
it won't look good either. So then I've got this. Now, I've seen old atomizers with the thing hanging out that far, but the thing is you're gonna wear this with clothes. All that's gonna do all day is get caught. It's gonna wreck clothes. It's gonna
it's gonna keep getting unbend.
You're not gonna like it. So what I do is I take it and I bend it all the way in as far as I can. With a little atomizer bow down. This should be okay. It's touching this. Now, what you could do is just take this and bend it a little bit. But you don't want it to sit far away from that bead. Because the farther away it sits from that bead, the more likely it could catch on something. But if you put it like this, it'll be fine. You will not have a problem with it. It will be fine. So now I'm going to just kind of straighten a few things up. So that's my little perfume bottle bead. And I think I will have to put a dangle in it because it's going a little wonky. So to make it look right, I have to put a dangle. But that's how it goes. Guys, see? Easy as that. Then let's stay down here. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world, but it's nice if it would.
The little bead, you mean?
Yeah.
Instead of moving?
Yeah. But I don't want to put another kink in that wire, so it'll be okay. Now you would not have to use it either if you didn't want it. There it is, like that. Yeah, it's still not fast. Anyway, don't worry, you can make it work. It's just giving me fits because it can. I'm going to bend this back a little bit and that might take care of it. Alright, so that's very pretty. And this could be a pendant, or if you want a showy pair of earrings, if you can make two the same, you can make earrings from it, or you could put it on a little bracelet. If you're doing a bracelet of perfume bottles, though, I think it might be better. Might be a little bit long. So what you might want to do is just stick to two beads, two fat beads, and then put your top on, and then it should be okay. If you can do it with one good sized bead, that might even be better. But I don't have any beads big enough for that, so. This is making me mad because, I made several of these today and they did not do that.
She keeps fussing.
Well, I wanted to cooperate. I wanted to do what I say to do. I'll get it. You guys know what to do. You just have to mess with it a little bit. But it's pretty. They're all very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So you could do that. And then, hey, if you have something that needs a little dangle, this isn't the right color though, but you could, put one made like this at the bottom or on that. You just need to get more of the right color to do it. That one will work. That's one I made a while ago. Yeah, that one will work. Make a little dangle. And you've got a hanging hole up here, so that's taken care of for you already too. Now I didn't bring any jump rings out here, but don't really need them. You guys know how to put a jump ring on. So that's how that will go. And then it will hang. You're probably not going to want a real long chain with this. Let's see, get this out of the way. I would probably make it hang like this. Just like that length. that makes any sense. Actually, that'd be about right. Yeah, be about right. So today, we reviewed how to make perfume bottle beads and to make them and go a little bit further and make them into pendants. You could take this principle and do it onto one of those bracelets that bend over. You just have to be sure that you get the little atomizer part of it put in the right place so it didn't catch on stuff. Probably maybe toward the top of one of those. So there you go with that. So you can make charms, pendants, bead drops, whatever. You learn how to put a rhinestone chaton in the middle of a bead. And this is very funky boho because it's not mismatched and it is blingy, but it's not what I would call refined. And that's okay. To my eye, unrefined is better. I like an organic look better than, like, say a woman has like the messy hair look and then she has her hair all perfect and nothing out of place. I would rather be the messy hair. I like it free, like that. So anyway, okay, so guys, now we finished with the product. Let's see what you guys have to say. So I am going to go back to the top and see what all you had to say that I missed. Carol Harry said hi. Andrea Schubert, love my shirt. Yeah, that's my old shirt. My good old shirt. It still fits. Well, actually, it fits better. It didn't fit, but it's still good and doesn't have holes in it. There's Colleen. Good afternoon, she says. Carol likes my top, too. It must be okay. Daryl loves bead candy. No, you're kidding me. She is the queen of bead candy. She has so much.
I thought she was the queen of bone beads.
And bone beads. Bead candy is awesome for these. Yes, it is. I love your bead mixes. Yeah, we have some newer ones too. She says, if I remember correctly, it had beads, bead caps, and longer head pins that you mentioned a few minutes. It might have. I'm not remembering it, but that's because, I'm getting old. I don't remember too much. Jan says hi. Somebody just popped in. Colleen, hi. Debbie likes those peach beads. Me too. Hey, Gloria.
Gloria says that her finger is her roller.
Yeah, if you know how long your finger is. They used to always tell you, maybe you remember this, Gloria. They used to always tell you the space between this knuckle and this knuckle. If you can see, I don't know, that thing is in the way there. What?
No, this is...
It's a thing on there.
Yeah, but that's... Here, wait.
Now it's stuck on the screen.
There. Okay.
Okay, maybe it'll go away now.
It might.
Hopefully. Did you put that on?
I did not.
It just came.
Uh-huh. I think so. Unless you accidentally hit something.
I did not.
Okay.
Well, it's good because if you're not subscribed, please do. And of course, let me get my little spiel in before I forget. Give us a like, please, if you liked us. We appreciate it. It helps. Also, it would be really nice if you left us a comment under the description of the video. These comments here are wonderful, so we know what you're thinking, but YouTube doesn't look at them. They don't count for nothing. It's the comments that they can see that are
under the video that's
right.
posted.
So if you leave us a comment there, it would be much appreciative. So I tell you that every week, but I just have to remind you because it is just that important. Anyway, they used to tell you that the space between this knuckle and this knuckle was an inch.
Okay.
Now I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if it is.
She has an actual ruler here. She can see.
Mine is actually an inch.
Okay.
It is. And then they used to tell you the measurement from the tip of your nose to the end of your fingers out here.
Mm-hmm.
This finger, the longest finger.
So you're...
Yeah. From the tip of your nose to your middle finger, the longest one, is supposed to be a yard.
So 3 feet.
You may have seen ladies measure
Yeah, they take fabric and they...
Shoo.
Uh-huh. I did know that, actually.
I've measured chain like that, to be honest. But then I go back and measure it for real because I don't want to jip anybody. But anyway, that's what they say. So, yeah. Mirror balls are gorgeous. They got all the colors. Yeah, they are great. Let's see. Love the charms. Hi. Hey, Pat. Thanks for coming. Deborah, I'm so glad you came, too. Really glad to see you. Let's see. Lindley said, I've made some of these from watching your other video, and they're fun to make. Love them. Yeah, they are. They're really a lot of fun, I think. And Deborah Bolduc says, agreed with the free, messy aesthetic. Always seems to be more interesting, and you can never get enough of your great bead mixes. I can. I love making them. You know, and I keep some of each of them. We made 5 new ones, I think, week before last.
4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah, 5.
Was it 5?
But one I think is sold out, and that's that purpley lilac.
I was gonna say
one.
the purple one's really pretty with those
I
purple
did.
leaves.
I did order more. I was able to get more, so hopefully they'll be coming in before too long. So we'll have that one again. But a lot of my bead mixes, when I make them, I can't do them again. You know?
I like the purple butterflies in that mix too. Those iridescent butterflies.
Yeah.
We had them in aqua at one point too.
Yeah. And you can still get that mix in aqua, but the other beads in it are just kind of not, they're not calling my name, you know? So I kind of figure, usually if they don't call my name, they're probably not going to appeal to most of my customers.
Is it possible to get more of those butterfly beads?
Yeah, but not singly. They're in that mix. So you got to take the bitter with the sweet. That's why mixes can be a pain. I try to put only sweet in my mixes. Anyway. So who's going to make a bracelet? Who's going to make a perfume charm? Who's going to make a necklace? Come on, girls. We need some new pictures at the creative group. I mean, we need them bad. There's not a whole lot going on there.
Oh, Lindsay got the purple mix.
Oh, yep. She got it? Yeah, that's
well, that's your favorite color, Linz.
Yeah. So when you feel good enough, Deborah, open those boxes. It'll make you smile. Claire says, I've lost count of how many people. You know, I don't even know how many I've made, but they're in my database. I could find out. I think they're like 6 pages. And on each page is I think there's like...
Bye, Colleen. Have a good
15.
weekend.
Yeah, Colleen. Thanks
she has
for
to go
coming.
back to work.
Thanks for coming for a little bit. We made 90 or 100, I imagine. I've been making a whole lot more because I made most of them from vintage beads I got at 1928. And I've used most of those up, so I've been having to search. Now, I can get more off of Mr. Bernie. He'll send them to me, and his initial price is not too bad, but the shipping from California is nasty. And, you know, shipping is nasty everywhere. I don't fault him for that. It just is. But I have suppliers abroad that will ship free. So that's a no-brainer, right? I get them from them. Save money, you save money.
That mix was good too. I still have some of that.
Love the Barbie mix.
The Barbie mix, yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, do you have any more questions? Boy, my hair is ratty today, but oh well. I went actually and I got my hair done. Can you believe it? Yesterday, I got what they call well water treatment. It takes all the red out because our water has rust in it. And he left it on and he did a really good job. I took all the toner out too.
Whoops.
So he decided to highlight it on top again and then put more toner in. So now I have a tiny streak of white left. I just have like this much. I have a tiny streak of white left.
Purple shampoo.
Nope, it doesn't work.
Doesn't work?
No. No, so I got blonde hair now. So I'm an old woman trying to be young, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of soft. Maybe it's all right. I like it, actually, being honest. Anyway, okay, we're not going to yak too much more because I want you to go and make some. Okay, Christine says they're fun to make. You're welcome, Dara. Thanks for coming, and we're looking forward to your next designs, too, because Dara is out of school now. Yay. Yeah, school. She's done doing her school now.
Start singing some schools
yeah. That's all good.
For the summer.
Yeah. Yeah, for the summer. But Dara has tons of projects. She's just in the middle of all kinds of things. So thank you all for coming. We're going to take off now.
Thanks, Dara.
And don't forget, Bead Love.
Yeah.
BEADLOV, all caps, no spaces. Get you 25% off at beastboutiques.com. Put it in the coupon box. You have to shop everything out of the beads and rhinestones section. So if you
But
see
it's a huge section.
some beads somewhere else, go find them in the beads and rhinestones, because if there's somewhere else, the site's not programmed to give you the discount. It's just the way it works. So you got to shop it out from there. So remember to do that. And if you do, you'll get 25% off of everything you buy. And don't forget
In that section.
Don't forget, when you have $50 left in your cart after coupon use, you also get free shipping, U.S. shipping, and that's nothing to sniff at. That could be anywhere from $8 to $12 will cost.
Depending on where you're at.
And we're letting you have it. So, go for it, guys. The more you buy, the better deal you get. Okay. Thanks a lot for coming, and we will see you